Welcome back to ResTube, guys. I'm Danny Riggs, and this is Merch Mania Episode 2. Now, you've already seen me unbox brand new Residence products. But what about merch from the past? Anybody who got to this party late in the game like I did knows that there is an obscene amount of merch to get from the past. You can find music and DVDs and VHS tapes on Discogs, but it can be confusing.
Who sold a Third Reich and Roll box for 400 euros? September 1st, 2017. Baby, where were we September 1st, 2017?
eBay can be a good source for basically anything.
There ain't been no new search results for the Residence for 2 whole hours. There's something wrong here.
Even Facebook can help. There are fan sites and groups. There's even a buy, sell, or trade group. But it is Facebook, so...
If one more person posts one more random eyeball picture, I'm gonna...
There are many other options to find vintage merch, but for the purposes of this clip, that'll do. Because today, I intend to show you guys 2 things that I found thanks to Facebook and 1 that I got off eBay. And so to get the ball rolling, let's open the first package. This is open already. Must have been one of the kids. Hey! Did one of the kids... We ain't got no kids. Whatever. This first thing I found on Facebook in one of the fan sites. That is, it was actually the author that posted pictures of this book, and when I saw it, I jumped on it. I checked Amazon, and that's where I got it. The name of this book is The History of Rock for Big Fans and Little Punks, and I can highly recommend this one. It was written by a Portuguese woman by the name of Rita Nabai, and it was illustrated by Joana Raimundo. And it's wonderful. It really is. You can already tell by the cover that it's lovingly illustrated, and it's also very well written, although it is written to be explained to children. That is, most of the bands or artists within are explained within a half page, as is also the case with the Residence. I'm not actually going to read from this because it is copyrighted material, and so that would be wrong. You can probably recognize most of these people just by their caricature. And what I will do is give you the contents of the different categories in this book. That is, it's got the pioneers of rock, including people like Little Richard, Chuck Berry, Bill Haley, and also Elvis Presley. It's got rock cowboys like Willie Nelson, Dolly Parton, and Johnny Cash. And it goes over Mississippi blues to soul and rhythm, old tradition, new guitars, think a la Bob Dylan when he switched to electric guitars, riding the waves, that is the Beach Boys, swinging 60s, psychedelic 60s, reggae rhythms, ahead of their times, electric symphonies, hard as a rock, trailblazers, feathers and glitter, super pop, wacky bands, raise your devil horns, girl power, smash it harder, new wave, melancholic rock, folk punk, Madchester, Yo Yo Yo, as in rap, Alternative Nation, Musical Machinery, and flannel shirts. The chapter that you and I would be interested in most would be pages 47 and 48, which portrays 4 bands, being Frank Zappa, Kraftwerk, Devo, and the Residence. If that isn't reason enough for you to buy it already, it should be. I've already taken a good look at this, and this is just totally cute. It's totally cool. And so, especially if you have kids out there who might want to know more about the music you're listening to, I can only highly, highly recommend this wonderful book. It can also be noted, I actually read this in the back, that this is the British copy, the British edition, maybe I should say, of this book. And I think I'm safe if I read this It says the UK publisher has omitted Michael Jackson from this edition of the book. So if you're really into Michael Jackson, you should probably spring for the US version. Moving along, we have another thing that I found thanks to Facebook. Although it was not in the buy-seller trade group, someone posted a picture of this. Someone else commented on it that they had multiples, and I contacted that person. And one small trade later, I get to open that envelope. You might have already noticed what I'm wearing being probably one of the most recognizable Residence shirts out there, or album covers out there. And I got this package from a very, very nice and cool dude by the name of Tom Debritz, right here in Germany. That's right, I live in Germany, in case I haven't mentioned that yet. It seems to have confused a lot of people, but yes, I live in Germany. Have for the longest time. And Tom sent me this, like I said, for a trade, actually. Here it is. The Notes to Constantinople. Now, I can't read notes, so this is truly just something that I want for my collection, really. And Tom already told me this was printed in 1995. I guess it's dated on here somewhere. And it was sold by Euro Ralph back in the day. That is the European division of Ralph Records, that also sadly no longer exists. But they did have 2 song sheets for 2 songs off of Duckstab, being Constantinople and Blue Rosebuds. And as it says here, under the name of the song, Klavierausgabe mit Text, that is the piano edition with lyrics. And these are pristine. These look perfect, almost as if they had never been touched by human hands. It actually says it was copyrighted in 1993 by Euro Ralph, and Tom has already told me that he got these around 2001. So these will also be stored very, very securely and be put away in a nice binder, so they'll keep their nice condition. Who knows, maybe these will finally get me to learn notes. Okay, that's not happening. So that's 2 different items that I found thanks to Facebook. But one of the most typical things I think all of us res heads do is check eBay religiously. And that's what happened when I found this next item. I've had this for a while and I haven't opened it yet. I've already given the seller his rating. I just trusted that it will be in good condition. But I really wanted to wait to open this until I had enough together to film this segment, and so I did. So let's get going. This is the 1995 expanded album of the Gingerbread Man. That is, this also has playable aspects. I don't know what format it is. I'm really not that much of a technical person, actually, but maybe, just maybe, I can figure out, or maybe have my wife figure out, how to actually make this run on my laptop, because I would love to see the interactive elements that are on here. I'm really especially glad to have all these. These are all very, very cool finds in their own right, because having a book that contains the Residence, although they're not the focal point of said book, can be kind of tricky to find. And so it was a very good idea of Rita to post about the book in the fan groups. And finding these song sheets is something that I've wanted for a very long time. And of course, getting an interactive version of the Gingerbread Man that'll go along nicely with Bad Day on the Midway and Freak Show that I already have. So thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. If you like what you see, please hit subscribe and like. And you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Instagram and on Facebook. And as always, stay weird and stay healthy. You guys take care. Bye-bye. Anybody who got to this, anybody who got late, anybody who got to this game late, anybody who got to this, as you can see on the cover, it's got tons and tons melancholic rock, melancholy. This is the 1999.